Hey, so ¿qué pasó, gente? It's your boy Pelon, and you're tuned in to another episode of Chillcast. It's your boy Steve Garcia, and this is being brought to you, like I said, by Chicano. Now, we've had a little bit of time to digest this pandemic, this problem that we have, and I think we're still in the same place that we were when it first started. I live in a state where there's no testing. There hasn't been any testing. We haven't been updated on any news. I haven't really seen anything change as far as when I first heard about it, other than it's just getting worse and all these things in the hospital. This episode is not about the coronavirus. However, it is about what this is, or what this should cause us to realize, what we should be opening our eyes to. This pandemic, this has caused mass complications in our lives, our economy, our past, present, and the future. And when I say past, I mean just everything that's happened up until now, and what is happening right now, and what is going to happen tomorrow. There are a lot of other circumstances that surround the life is not going to be the same anymore. I don't think. I mean, that's a question. Do you really think life tomorrow is going to be the same after the coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever? I don't know. I don't think there's any way that it could possibly be the same. You know, the markets right now, the economy, the way that we structure our whole systematic, the way that the ruling class, the elite, the government, whatever you want to call our money system, that's all controlled by, the people that have always controlled it. That's not anything new. Your money is always subject to a lot of different financial instruments, places, and people that make the decisions surrounding how much money you get to keep, basically, and how much money you get to make. And those people right now are doing something with the government, making some kind of deals, and there's been massive amounts of money that has been released to them and not us. It's almost like a shift of power, The circumstances around the pandemic are, in my opinion, a far greater challenge in this particular scenario, is what I'm ultimately getting at. I don't know if anybody's going to have a job when this whole thing ends. You know? How long can we afford to stay home? How long before it starts taking a real financial toll on, like, people? I mean, nobody's moving around anymore. Nobody's outside anymore. I mean, are we ever gonna go back to, like, being able to do the things that we used to do? Are they gonna start changing laws into where, you know, that's the kind of question, is like, I mean, what are gonna be the long-term impacts in relationship to this particular pandemic, and what does it really open our eyes up to? You know, is the system broken? Are we vulnerable? Is the system vulnerable? Do we even know, as Chicanos, as indigenous people, are we even aware of this particular impact that's happening? You know, gente, I'm talking to you guys. You know, I don't make this show for anybody else. So, I mean, when I ask that question, I mean, I'm really trying to put it in perspective that, you know, I don't think that we're ready for this. I don't think that we totally even comprehend the circumstances that surround this particular issue and what the implications are in the future. You know, what it's actually going to cause. I think that it's actually going to cause a lot of chaos. And I really haven't felt comfortable making an episode, even though I've had a lot of time to. I don't feel comfortable with what's going on right now. I've actually been more proactive in researching and trying to find the answers and looking into just information. And, you know, the things that are out there right now, like the control, the money, the power, you know, where we're at as far as like global commerce and supply chains, you know, I mean, it's not like a, market and like back in the, 50s or 60s or 70s. I mean, we're all connected, throughout the entire world. And these central banks pretty much run shit. They can manipulate dollars. They can do anything and everything with all the wealth. And they've been achieving it at great lengths. They're in cahoots with the government. They buy bonds. They pretty much own the stock market, which Intel owns all the companies or a equity share in all the companies. That in itself is worrisome because it's like they get to play both sides of the fence. Not only do they make the money, but they can repurchase the means that print the money, and they can change the values of the money. And because they hold most of the money, at any point in any time, they can stop the money. They can choke the money. They can, they can destroy the value of the money if they want to. Basically siphoning anything of value, because everything is weighted on the system that they create. Everything has value because of the system that they create. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I mean, you can grasp what I'm telling you when, the top institutions, top banks, top 1% own 90% of everything, and they have no legal recourse. They can do whatever the hell they want to, and they pretty much control the government or the officials that we elect to office, and those officials are all crooked. Every single fucking one of them. Because nobody is saying anything. They're all complicit. Look at the presidents that we have to choose from. I thought we actually had a viable candidate a month ago. I was pretty excited to see somebody that didn't look like a fucking leech, a snake, a rat, a sellout. But where is he now? He's shaking hands with them. He's telling us to vote for him. So everybody is bought, man. It doesn't matter. He's a senator. He was a senator. He is a senator now. He's still going to be a senator in the future. At least that's what it looks like to me. I'm not a politician. I'm not a political expert. I'm not a political analyst. I can only tell you that it doesn't look like, we're going to have another president to me. It looks like it's going to continue to be a shitty president. Whether it's Trump or whether it's Biden. Biden to me is just as bad. Maybe he's the lesser of two evils, but they're both evil as fuck. So in my opinion, and I hate Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. But I don't like Biden either. So I'm going to tell you that I think they're for the establishment is the problem that I have with them. It's not. Let's just call it. Hey, you know what? It's a bipartisan thing with me. Right now, I can agree that both parties suck. But the only reason I said that is so somebody doesn't think that hey, I got a fucking hard on for Donald Trump, because I fucking don't. It's beyond me how people can think that, oh, well, you got to vote for Biden. And, I think I thought like that just for a second, just because of the pandemonium of not knowing what's really happening. Like, seriously, I thought we had a shot at this thing, and it doesn't look like we ever really did have a shot at this thing. And I think that's part of today's episode. I think that the economy and the system is the primary problem that we have right now. The system. I think the system is broken. I think that most systems have a course that they run, and this one has outrun its course, and most of the wealth has went to the top people anyways, and most people don't realize that because they've been riding the train. Capitalism is great, capitalism is great, capitalism is great, yet I don't know, 40% of the country, half of the country almost, wouldn't agree. But the media that's also bought is a big part of that brainwashing element that, we're in today in the society that we live in. These smartphones, the TV, the radio, the messages, the ads, the social media, everything. It pushes an agenda. And there is no creativity anymore. There are no people out there that are giving news the way that it should be. I think that's a problem, I think that's a real problem. And I think that it's just getting worse. And, the statistics are there, the facts are there, the numbers are there. It's not no conspiracy. It's just that the world is a scary place right now. And, as Chicanos, I think that we need to realize and open our eyes and understand that, we need to start making changes to offset the future from getting any worse than it already is. So let's just go ahead and call a solution out. How do we fix, or how do we rearrange, or how do we change the events from putting us more in a problematic situation, or more in debt, or more under restrictions, or under chains? How do we do that? And I think a lot of that starts with, how we utilize and exercise our rights. Nobody's doing that, so it's our fault. We're the people that allowed the system to corrupt itself. We could have voted. We could have put a lot more pressure on these people in office. We could have changed some of the rules of the game. We could have demanded officials that actually worked for us. We could have went to our city town hall meetings. We could have wrote our governor. We could have voted in every single election. We could have taken the time, instead of watching football or basketball or baseball or all this other stupid shit that we do, like watch movies or watch TV or watch the radio, just the dumb shit that we do. We could have used that time to investigative reporting and understand, why, we got issues with our water, why we got issues with education, why we got issues with healthcare, why we have issues with freedom, why, we could have been asking those questions, but we didn't do it. And now it's already too late. So now we got to open our eyes and realize that those are the things that Chicanos need to be doing. We need to be politically active. That's a fact. That's a real fact. And that is the premise of everything that I do now. Everything is political. And we need to start pushing candidates that are Chicano. We need to start electing candidates that are Chicano. And if they're not Chicano, they better have agendas that are for Chicanos. And when I say Chicano, of course I mean indigenous. Of course I mean Native Americans. Of course I mean Mexican Americans. Of course I mean Mexicans. Of course I mean whatever you used to call back in the day. You used to say Hispanic or Latino. Some people are saying Latin X or whatever. Those are terms I just don't use. But yeah, a lot of those people that would consider themselves should be calling themselves Chicano or Native American or indigenous or understanding that that's really what we are. We're people of the Western Hemisphere. We're treated like aliens. And we're marginalized. And we are growing in numbers, and our demographics are showing that we will be the majority in a lot of places, that we're not already the majority. I mean, look at California. In the Southwest, it's happening. Most of the growth is in the Southwest, so I think that's a big part of the border problem, and that was another red flag. Most Chicanos should have woken up right there when the writing was on the wall with Trump, his agenda, and the people that he surrounded himself with, and the white nationalism, the Breitbart, Cambridge Analytica, Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, all that emotional, hot button, border, that was to really, rabble rouse the older Anglo-Saxon people that are in their home watching Fox News. It was like a strategy to scare them, and it worked. He alienated everybody at the border and everybody that looked like us, and that's pretty much how he got them to the polls. And if you don't already know that, you should. You really should. But if you don't already know that, you need to start looking into that. And then you also need to start saying, okay, well, what's going to happen next? If I don't start being my brother's keeper, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start doing business together. We need to start shopping in our own communities. We need to start giving back to the community. I'm not saying that we need to be like other people, pointing fingers and, saying that they're the problem. And I'm not saying that. Not even saying or promoting anything negative. I'm saying that we need to realize that money is siphoned out of our community when we do business with people that don't give a fuck about us or the community, or that are not held to a higher standard, or responsible, or voting for our or standing for our issues. The politicians are not for us. They're not standing for us. They're not behind our issues. They're not taking care of us. They say that stimulus that they allowed, whatever, $2 or $3 trillion, $2.3 trillion, that was the first one. The one that hit the $1,200 checks, only 4%. I'm not sure if it was 4 or 6. Let's just say it was 5%. I think it was 4, but let's just say it was only 5% of that money was the $1,200 money. What happened to the rest of the money? You're telling me that all that money went to like all these big companies, all these airlines, everything already got shut down. What do they need the money for? I mean, they've been making quarterly profits of the biggest profits they've ever had in their lifespan. Every million, billion, $1 trillion fucking profits every quarter. The airlines, these companies, the stock market was, so badass, that's what I've been hearing. Oh, well, yeah, Trump is, doing a good job with the stock market. It's all I've fucking heard all year, all last year, all the last 4 years. So why in the fuck are we bailing them out? They don't fucking save money when they're making billions, millions, trillions of dollars. Yet we're living paycheck to paycheck and we only get 5% of the fucking money. That's where your fucking government, that's where your political politicians, that's what they're doing. They're lobbying, they're shaking hands, man. They're just fucking us over. And, it's not just us, man. They're doing it to everybody. But ain't nobody gonna tell us about it because we're the fucking we're in the worst position when it comes to everybody getting fucked over. You know? Who has the lowest amount of education? Who has the lowest amount of income? Who has the lowest amount of jobs, or the lowest amount of health care, or the lowest amount of insurance, or the lowest amount of public services, or the lowest amount of protection when it comes to society going down if shit hits the fans and everybody starts fucking, busting caps in people, or starts fucking robbing each other, or starts fucking going ape shit out in the streets. It's us. We're going to be the ones that are affected the most. And I hope this shit gets better. I just can't see everything bouncing back on day one. I mean, even if it does fucking get somewhat back on track, I mean, it's going to be so fucking hard. There are going to be so many people without money. I mean, we've been now without a job now for what? Going on 2 months now? A big part of the economy has not been really working the way that they should be working over the last 2 months. How much money have we lost? As not just citizens, but I'm talking about these fat cats that even fucking sprinkle down a little bit on us. Most of the time, they're fucking taking 90% of the proceeds and fucking just giving us whatever's left over. So if they're fucking shortchanged, they're really not going to fucking want to pay us. Hell, I was talking to my one of my family members the other day, and they were saying right now that their labor percentage, because I guess they have these I don't know what you would call it, but they have all these ways that they crunch the numbers, and they can tell how much of their profit margin or how much of their labor margin is in the gross totals. And normally I think it's supposed to run at like 15% labor. Like right now they're running at like 4 and 6% labor, just because they fucking fired everybody. And they're pushing everybody that's there to just work more and more and more hours under this pandemic, and they're not even getting paid hazard pay. They're still making the same rate. Isn't that some fucking shit? They're making more money, more profit. They fucking fired everybody, and they're not paying them hazard pay. Everybody's scared to lose their jobs, man, because of this fucking pandemonium. And what happens when you do get a disease? And why are these fucking diseases? What do you call it? That's going to be my next segment. Is tune into the next segment. I might do it here pretty soon. These biochemical weapons. The weapons that are what do they say, that they actually make the they target your race. It's pretty fucking scary. They can make fucking weapons like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up, and hopefully you guys stay cool out there. Stay safe, stay clean, stay in the house, and stop this shit from spreading. That way, hopefully, we'll fucking bounce back from this shit. But, yeah, man, while you got the time, start thinking and reading up on why we're in this situation in the first place, and, how we could have limited, some of the problems, from happening. Like, been in a better scenario, as if Trump would have been prepared with the CDC and not knocking down all the regulations that would have offset or inhibited, these issues or problems from happening. How could we have had a better president? How can we have a better president in the future? How can we become more politically active? So, yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm going to go ahead and bounce on out to the next episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And, I guess I'll check you guys later. Peace.